As I walk around campus, I notice that mostly everyone looks the same. Most of the students around the Neosho County Community College campus are athletes, so therefore majority of us are in leisure clothing. This would include leggings, sweatpants, t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, and crew necks. The clothes that someone may wear usually may show wealth in how much time they take to get ready for class or the day. Someone wearing Nike sweats and a Patagonia jacket may seem wealthier than someone wearing clothes from Walmart. A student who may be wearing jeans, a nice shirt, and boots shows that they took the time to get ready for the day and would rather dress nice than sleep in. Everyone walking around campus carries some sort of bag to keep their school items or sport items in. Everyone on campus seems to walk on the route of the sidewalk rather than cutting through the grass when it is a quicker way. I think this is because we have been raised to follow the path and to not walk on the sidewalk. For me personally, when I was growing up, our teachers told us not to walk on the grass in grade school because it would kill it. Growing up, my parents would tell me to walk on the sidewalk rather than walking on the grass because the sidewalk is just the path to walk on. It is the precise area where pedestrians are to walk. As I walk into the Stoltz building, I notice many students around this area. The science rooms are all set up in the same pattern. There are lab tables that have 4 chairs to them. Walking into the classroom, I notice that sports teams usually sit next to each other and people from Chanute sit together. The chairs are set up in a specific form so that all students can see the teacher. There are 4 to a table so that labs can be easier when you have more people. I think this is beneficial for a lab class, but not for other classes. A math class may be spread out so that learning and focusing could be easier for a student. On the other hand, someone may enjoy learning in groups or doing group activities. I honestly think it depends on what a student likes and what way they learn best. Walking further into campus, you reach the cafeteria, gym, and the bookstore. Some students sit on the couches waiting for their next class, and others may be waiting on lunch to open. Walking into the cafeteria, there are tables lined up. Sports usually sit with one another. Each team has a set area that they sit in. From observing my team, the softball team, a lot of girls end up getting salads for lunch and eating a bigger meal for dinner after practice. What everyone eats varies mostly because of all the options in the cafeteria. Both soccer teams sit at one table, the softball team sits at another, track sits on a corner of the cafeteria at a few tables. Basketball shares a table with baseball, volleyball sits in the middle of the cafeteria, and wrestlers share a table with the dance and cheer team. Teachers and staff sit at the closest corner to the door of the cafeteria. Most of the time, you do not see anyone sitting with anyone else other than their teams unless they come and eat at a different time when most of the team is not there. The gym is usually used only by basketball and volleyball, not that there is an indoor facility. The basketball teams wear mostly Neosho items when practicing and usually wear shorts. The volleyball girls wear shorts or spandex when practicing and wear whatever t-shirt they want. Moving further into campus is the library. The library is usually not very busy unless a sports team has study hall in there. Most students in the library either have their own laptop or use the desktops to do their homework. Their backpack holds their books that they may need to use to do their homework. The library stays mostly quiet depending on how many teams may be in there at the same time having study hall. Couches being closer together may make socializing and talking more of a temptation during study hall rather than when sitting alone at a desktop. Most students in the library are working hard and are focusing on what they are doing. There is usually not messing around. The cave is also an area where students where studying may take place, and members of the STARS program may use desktops if they do not have their laptops. Most of the people walking around campus may be listening to music, carrying bottles or cups full of water, and may be on their phones. A student may choose to take a face-to-face course over an online course for many reasons. They may think their learning in a classroom setting may be easier and there will be less homework in a classroom setting. They may also like the chance to socialize with their classmates, get out of their comfort zones, and meet new people. Having a face-to-face class also helps with asking questions and meeting people to study or do homework with. Someone may understand what a teacher means better when hearing the teacher talk rather than reading on a computer what an assignment consumes of. The interactions between people on campus to me seem friendly for the most part. Being a small campus, everyone knows one another and everyone seems to know which person belongs to which sports team. Usually students walking to class do not have time to stop and chat, so a friendly hello is all a conversation amounts to. A couple of girls walking in the same direction may wait for one another and have a conversation because they're going to the same place. Some students may even yell at someone they know to get their attention and say hey.